to keep it in place. She then puts the hat inside a box for shipping anywhere in the world. Authentic Stetson hats. Looking good, partner. If you have any comments about the show, or if you have this
Evening all, and welcome to the Friday Night ZOE Ragchew on 443.075 as a plus offset and no tone is required. My call sign is Victor Echo 3 Lima Bravo India. My first name is Larry, and I'm located on the East Hamilton Mountains. It's an open net. To join the conversation, please give us your call sign and your name. Tell us about yourself, your equipment, or what you'd like to add to the conversation. Before we start, let me thank Terry VE3I2L for the use as a repeater. Please remember, we have a repeater, very good coverage in Ontario, so no religion, politics, or foul language. And last but not least, please let the repeater drop in between our conversations as well as you can get in. Can I get check-ins for Friday Night ZOE Ragchew? Come on in, please. VE3LBI. VA3NCA.
The left still lights up the right side pretty decently, but it's just a matter of getting the right things. I know I could do the repair myself, it's just sourcing the parts, the proper parts.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that, where the best place to get those from. Of course, I think you go the numbers, but it's a matter of the actual, probably the size of the bulb and everything you need to find out, and the wattage.
Full 60 milliamps, got the part number, but again, it's a 30-year-old radio, so we're going to see what happens.
Do you know what the voltage is for it?
For the bulb?
Yeah, for the bulb.
8 volts, 60 milliamps.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say, too bad you couldn't find LEDs. You could put them in there at 12 volts.
I'd rather just do the direct swap out if I can.
I know one of the radios I had was a 746 Pro, and the lights went out on it. And we flipped in LEDs for it, which made a big difference. Okay, anything else, Chris, before I pass it down?
No, not really. Just be listening along for the time being. VA3WC.
Yep, okay, thanks. All right, up next, I think there's another Chris, VA3CKZ. Come on in, Chris.
Yeah, appreciate it, Larry. Just a quick question for whoever happens to be listening tonight. Does anyone know if there's a 2-meter sideband net or users out there? Over.
I'm not too sure. Does anybody know about that? If there's a 2-meter sideband any place, anybody know about it? I know Mac runs the one up on 440, but I'm not sure about 2 meters. Anybody know anything about that?
I can cover that when you get around to me.
I'll go ahead now. I'll talk to Chris. No problem. VA3CKZ.
VA3CKZ, VA3IMW. Good evening, Chris. Yeah, we've heard some interest in a 2-meter sideband net. So it is something that we're considering. Currently, the 70 centimeter sideband net is Sunday nights, obviously, at 8 p.m. on 446.125. And I guess as springtime is emerging and people are getting back to their radio hobbies, we'll see what we can do there. And obviously showing some interest in it, you must have some equipment there. I'm not currently aware of any active 2-meter sideband nets that are being an ongoing concern. So stay tuned and we'll keep you informed.
Okay, much appreciated. It's just I have an old Yaesu 221, and that's the 2-meter band is all it'll handle. Over.
Yep, roger that. Yeah. And there's been a lot of people that have questioned what the functionality of 2 meters versus 70 centimeters is. So perhaps what we'll do is integrate the 70 centimeter and 2 meter simplex sideband net. So we would work one band and then the other. Now, I guess the reason we started out with 70 centimeters is just the fact that the band is so quiet, and you don't really need a whole lot of signal power. And you have a lot of stations that have absolutely no signal deflection on your meter, but their audio comes through clearly. Where 2 meters, sometimes the band's a little bit noisy, and you've got to get over that noise floor in order to account for the audio. So yeah, like I say, stay tuned. We'll let you know how things develop, and we'll set something up where we can test that out, because that's all what we're all about, experimentation. Thanks again, Chris, and I'll get back in line. Thanks, Larry, VA3IMW.
Okay, appreciate it. Thanks, and I'll clear that. Thanks.
Yep. Okay, no problem, Chris. All right. Anybody else checking into the Friday night ZOE Ragchew? My call sign, Victor Echo 3, Lima Bravo India. Come on in.
VA3IMW.
Hey, I got you, Tom. You in a hurry, or you're going to stay around?
I'm just sitting here listening.
Okay, no problem. Thanks, Tom. Up next, the VA3CP, VE3LBI. Come on in, Dave.
Hey, good evening, Larry. On that VA3CP. Not much activity on radio this week. Been sort of that way for the last little while. I'm doing more model railroading than I am amateur radio. So anyway, that's what I've been up to. VA3LBI, VA3CP.
You know, it sounds like me. I just put the radios on half an hour ago. I haven't really had them on all day. Just out doing some tinkering out in the garage there. Doing a lot of watching videos on woodworking, different little, I guess, techniques and stuff like that. It was kind of interesting. So I've been kind of following that a little bit. Some of the stuff on YouTube. It's been, like I say, really interesting to me.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, you started talking a little softer there, and you almost got down as low as what Wade is. I've had an awful time hearing Wade. Come through strong, but then he fades down. Wade?
Oh, I probably pulled the microphone away. I was looking at my list here for people. So, anyways, yeah, just something was interested in, and I picked up a couple of ideas. I always like making little projects, little hobby things. So I found some really good, interesting things.
Yeah, very good. Well, hey, something to keep you busy. All right, back to you, VE3LBI, VA3CP.
Okay, thanks, Dave. Up next, Al, VA3BT, VE3LBI. Come on in, Al.
Hey, good evening, Larry, and everybody on frequency. It's Friday, end of the week. Thank God for that. Not much on my end to report here. Probably do a little radio on the weekend here. We'll see how that goes. Other than that, just a general check-in there, Larry. We'll hand it back over to you. VA3VT.
Okay, thanks, Al. No problem. All right, glad you're in. Next up, VA3IMW, VE3LBI. Come on in, Mac.
Okay, very good. Reassuming my spot. Just a quick note, I am streaming the net tonight, so if you're interested in looking it up on YouTube, just put in my call sign and find the red live button, and that'll get you there. Anyways, it is good to be Friday and nice to have a weekend in front of us. The sad thing is that we're still practicing that archaic ritual of shifting our clocks forward and back. So not only change your clocks, but also a reminder that UTC switchover is now going to move from 7 o'clock to 8 p.m. So that's something to bear in mind as you're doing hunting and activating. And geez, what else? Quick reminder about March 22nd. Certainly hope that Mother Nature is kind. I see some temperatures in the double digit plus this week. So that is setting a nice trend towards better weather. Other than that, what can I say? If you're traveling on Monday, just be aware that there's going to be a whole bunch of bleary-eyed drivers that are maladjusted to the new time system. So the other points are the health risks associated. What is it? The highest rate of heart attacks is the day following time change, and of course, traffic accidents, they speak for themselves. Anyways, stay alert, stay safe, or just stay home.
I wonder if the roads will be a little bit quieter next week too, Mac, only for the fact that it is the March break, and a lot of the kids will be off, and I'm sure that some of the parents and stuff will be off too, where they're going to be on a holiday or vacation and stuff like that. I know we got the grandson coming here on Wednesday next week. He'll be spending a day with us, so the family's got to work and stuff, and I think actually son-in-law is taking the Monday and the Friday, but he's coming Wednesday, so it'll be kind of interesting to spend a day with us.
Yeah, QSL. And my wife informed me when I got home tonight that one of our granddaughters is going to be spending a good portion of the week with us. So she arrived just a little while ago. So it would be nice if the traffic was a little lighter, then all of us confused and bleary-eyed drivers can have a little bit more flexibility on weaving from lane to lane and things of that nature. But it's not a good thing. I think we're way past the need for having the clocks to swing twice a year, creating an artificial hazard. But you do end up saving a good deal of whale oil for your lantern and your candlesticks. You don't run through them as quickly as otherwise. However, those of you that have electricity, really doesn't matter. So if you need to save your whale oil and your candlesticks, I guess you're going to be a great proponent of time shifts. Anyways, I see we got 3 people watching the live stream right now. A couple of thumbs up. And VE3KDT has given me a YouTube check-in. I think you've already got them in the log. Anyways, Larry, I'm not sure if there's another topic that's going to emerge, but I'll take a quiet standby and let you say hello to everybody else, and we'll see what pops up.
Yeah, okay, Mac, I don't have it on, so if you have anybody, I think you mentioned that Noel was in there. I don't have him in the log. He hasn't signed in, but he is on YouTube.
That is correct. VE3KDT.
Okay, I marked him into the log, so okay, thanks. Anybody else that's not, or it's on the YouTube, that's not on the net tonight?
At this point, I see Wade's in there as well, but Noel's the only one I think that's not in the log.
Okay, very good. All right, thanks, Mike. Okay, Steve, I met you today. I was over at the Home Depot and dropped in to see him for a couple minutes. I was looking at a couple articles that were there, so stuff on a price range. Anyways, VA3IMW, VE3LBI. Come on in, Steve.
Good evening, Larry, and everybody. everybody there on that listening. Yeah, it was a long day today. My shift is 7 a.m. to 4. 4? Yeah, 4 o'clock. But I'm glad that's behind me there. What were you shopping for there today, Larry?
I was looking for a router bit that I saw. Again, as I mentioned before, I was kind of interested in some woodworking. It's not a foreigner bit. The router bit has the bearing at the top, not at the bottom of the router bit. And I was just nosing around to see if they had anything like that at Home Depot.
Is that for a flush cut for a laminate tabletop?
It can be used for that, but there's other things that I was interested. I found with it, and again, Steve, it was just something I was basically I was bored. And I thought, you know what, I'll run up and see if I can find a few things. I mean, I can go up to the one up there on 53. I can't think of the name of the place now. Yeah, I forgot the name of the actual spot up there on 53. Oh boy, I actually took my saw blade up there and had it sharpened. I can't think of the name of the spot though.
Rona.
No, Tiggs. Over by, no, it's before Rona, coming into Hamilton. I can't think of the name of the company. There's one downtown also on Barton Street.
Tiggs Tools.
There we go. Tiggs Tools, Steve. That's what I was thinking. But I thought I'd stop into Home Depot and see if they had one there.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, they probably do sell that bit. I haven't really looked for it in particular. I was thinking about getting one to cut the laminate flush on my desk, but I had to look at the bits that I have, and I have a 1-inch cove bit. So, well, actually, I'd be impressed. It would actually cut corner round, but I think they call it a cove bit. But anyways, I used it to cut the laminate flush on mine. I had the bit sitting way up inside the router and just dropped it right below. Like I raised the depth or lowered the depth, so it's just below the ball bearing where the flute, or the sharp part, is still vertical before it starts arching outward. And that way, because it's the same diameter as the ball bearing, when the cove bit starts leaving the ball bearing, right? Like right from that end. So I'll be able to use it as a flush cut laminate blade, and I didn't have to buy one anyway. So if you've got some other bits there, have a look at them. Do you have any that has the ball bearing at the end?
Oh yes, I got quite a few. I've got quite a set of actual bits here. I got one even for making a keyhole, and many other types of bits I've got here. I use them quite often. Unfortunately, I don't have a plunge router, but that's okay. I've managed to not have to use the plunge portion of it. And I made a large. The table's got to be 2 feet by, I think it's 4 feet, where I actually put the router in. And my vacuum system all hooks up to that, so if I'm doing any work or whatever, it pulls all the dirt away. But I have an idea also. One of the things I made a mistake on was my table, my back rest on the table. I should have staggered it back a little bit, which I didn't do. But it works fine. It's like I say, it's just a matter of putting it all together when I want to use it. I put them in a set of sawhorses when I use it.
Oh yeah, roger that. Yeah. No, I don't have a plunge router either. I have the regular router that has been attached to a router table ever since I got it 20 years ago. And but the laminate I cut using the mini palm router that I bought maybe a year ago. And yeah, I just used that,
and the ball bearing ran along the front edge. And like I say, I just stepped down just like, not even an inch of an inch from the laminate, like, 1/32nd, or would that be 1/64th? And pretty thin laminate, so, but it was enough to cut it flush, before it starts putting the inverted round on it. So, it did the same job. Yeah, you might be able to undo the ball bearing, the Allen key, pull the ball bearing off, and find a cutter that has a vertical flute the same diameter. And you can do the same thing. Yeah, that's one thing I'd like to get is an actual palm rotor, but I don't have anything. Mine's just, like I say, it's a large one, Craftsman. A newer one, I actually had another one previously with a table, and I sold that in the table. I didn't need the table anymore, so. But I wouldn't mind getting myself a palm rotor. Yeah, they're pretty handy. Yeah, I think I paid $98 for mine. It's a Ryobi. Of course, I've got a few batteries here, and I don't think they're going to stop making that series battery for quite some time. But I probably should have bought the plug in the wall one, because then I would have never had to worry about it. Which I don't think I do anyway, because like I said, they're not going to stop making those batteries for a while. So if anybody buys a battery operated palm router, I think it's safe to say you'd be good to go for at least, another decade, maybe longer, before they change to a different battery. They've got so many tulips on that 18-volt system. Same as Milwaukee and DeWalt and Makita. They all run on the same. And I don't think they're going to be changing anytime soon. It's too bad when they get stuff like that. They don't make a universal battery, though, to fix all of them the same, right? Instead of making it proprietary of each one of the individual units, it would be nice to be able to take a battery from a Milwaukee and put it on a different unit. But obviously they won't do that because they want to sell their batteries too. I think Canadian Tire come out with some universal battery that accepts all batteries. I don't really get how it works, but it accepts all batteries, and it's adaptable to any of the manufacturers. I think that was Canadian Tire. I haven't heard much about it since, so I don't know if it's been recalled or if it's still available. That'd be interesting to find. Okay, Steve, let me pass it down to Tom here. He's probably waiting there. Get back to you. VE3MQ, VE3LBI, come on in, Tom.
Okay, thanks, Larry. And yes, you were right. Canadian Tire does sell that. And the other thing, Mac had mentioned about time going ahead, spring ahead. Yeah, the time will change. And don't forget to check your smoke detectors. It's a good time to change the battery.
That's a good point, Tom. Yeah, but a lot of times people don't do that. And they normally say, I guess, twice a year, both time changes, or obviously when the battery wears out. I guess they got some new ones out, I guess, apparently, where you never have to change the batteries. I'm not too sure how they work. I know there is an expiry on the actual smoke detectors, and I guess they got the other one out too with the carbon monoxide they're built in now. But I'm not too sure about these ones that you never have to change the batteries in, how they work.
Well, that's it exactly. But still, I use electric and I have battery operated ones, and they always get changed when the time changes, so this way I know at least they work. I'm listening along, VE3MQ.
I actually just picked up 4 new ones. They had them on sale at, what they did was they changed the packaging at Home Hardware, or Home Depot, and they come with a new package. So they were selling these ones out, 2 packs. They had them on sale for like half price or something. And they're a good model, but I ended up picking up like 2 packages, so I got 4 of them. I just put them in probably maybe 2 months ago.
Well, that's a good idea. Okay, VE
want to check into the Friday night ZOE Ragchew. Come on in. My call sign, Victor Echo 3, Lima, Bravo, India. Come on in.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Romeo Foxtrot Portable.
And I forgot one thing, Larry.
I got you, Vern. Okay, come on in, Tom again.
Yeah, I forgot to tell, if anybody's listening that he cares, Vic, VA3IMW, he's still alive and kicking, just threw all his radios away.
I wondered, hadn't heard him for a long time. I wonder what happened to him.
He actually, I called him just before Christmas and got no response, and I figured his daughter had put him in a home or something, but no, he's still in the same location. He just couldn't handle the radios and didn't know what to do with them, so he threw them all out.
No, that's too bad. There was somebody else I was wondering about too that I hadn't heard for a while. I just heard actually Alan there. I haven't heard him for quite a while. There was somebody else that we used to talk to that haven't heard for a while now. I know Vic was one, but I can't remember the other party offhand now.
Scott?
No, I see Scott once in a while post some stuff or just put some on Facebook, but there was another party. And I'll be darned, I can't remember who it was I was thinking about that I haven't heard for a bit.
AXJ, Richard.
Maybe that's who it was. Yeah, Richard. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I haven't heard him for a while either. He used to be on, go on Chuck's net all the time.
Great.
Actually, it was one other party, and I can't think of it. Was it Bill, the guy up in Water Down area? He used to come on quite often, but haven't heard him either. Anyways, okay, I'll pick up Vernon here. VA3, CRF, VE3LBI. Come on in, Vernon.
Good evening, Larry. Everybody on that. Yep, just out for a walk. -2. Clear evening. I can see the stars and stuff. So not a bad evening. And yeah, I hope everyone has a good weekend. Just been listening along for the last couple of minutes. I'm almost back at the house, so I won't hang around. Back to you, Larry.
Okay, thanks, Vernon. All right, anything else? Let me see. POTA, 6,755 or 554 parks up from last week, up 300 parks across the world. So they're out there. We just got to find them. Anyways, anybody got anything you want to throw in the net tonight? I have nothing to discuss as such. Garnett, you got anything you want to add or? Probably fall asleep on the couch. Anybody else, anything to add to the conversation here? Anything you want to discuss? Bring it in, VE3LBI.
Did Bill get where he needs to go on applying for his status for examiner? And did Wade have any follow-up?
Well, I think you were there when I spoke to Bill last night. He was having problems opening the actual Adobe file. I sent him a link to the old versions of it and told him what version I was running and said I had no issue opening it with that one. So, and I did mention to him I had sent it in an email. I haven't heard anything back from him, so I don't know the answer to that, Mac, at all.
Comment?
Yep, go ahead, Wade.
VA3IMW, VE3LBI, VA3IMW. Yeah, that PDF, it's really kind of frustrating. It is fine, but I know the problem he's having. It's that for one reason or another, I said locked it to only actual Adobe Acrobat. So you can't use any of the other tools to open it, like Chrome or anything else that does PDF natively. It was a real pain because I don't use Adobe Acrobat normally, so I had to find a computer that had it. So that's his struggle, I assume. The symptoms are if he tries to open it and it gives him an error message that says you must use Adobe. It's not like it doesn't just blow up. If his just blows up, it's something else. But it actually puts know why they do that. It's really kind of frustrating, but he's going to need actual legitimate Acrobat to open that file, and it's just because that's how they distribute it over to you.
And there are versions of Acrobat Reader that should be able to open it, both for Mac computers, for those of you that are challenged.
Actually, I was able to open it on mine. The version I'm running was version 11 something or other, and I was actually was able to open it on my computer. Wade. And what his problem was, I guess he downloaded something from them, and of course, you got to pay us if you want to use it, right? And he said, no, I'm not doing that. That's how the discussion kind of went last night. But I did send him a link to the older version, like I said, and I told him I was using version 11. So if he gets it, he might be able to use that to see if he can open it up. I think he tried on 2 different computers. One was a Mac, I think, and one was just like a basic DOS, but Windows machine. And the same issue, they wanted him to pay for the Acrobat Reader.
Yeah, the Acrobat, the legitimate, original Acrobat Reader is, Adobe in general doesn't write great programs in my opinion. The UIs on them are always horrible, and so there's a lot of other companies have come out with much better ones, and so they've kind of taken over. So it's not as usual to have the true blue Acrobat, or I guess in this case true red Acrobat, anymore. I wonder. Since it opens for you, Larry, are you able to use the print function and then print to a Microsoft PDF? You know how you can have a fake printer that's a Microsoft PDF driver. I wonder if you can open it and then print a new copy to PDF output. And I wonder if that one would just be a form that Bill could print out and then fill out and then take a picture of or scan or something to send in. There's too many hoops to make, but I guess these are government hoops. Anyways, back to you.
I definitely could have a look at that. Yes, I know what you're saying. I know that, like I said, I had no problem. It was very slow. It seems to be an interactive one, in the sense of it takes you right to the spot you're supposed to fill in. Like I said, I was able to open it, but I could try that if he runs into any more problems. Again, I have not heard anything back from him, so I don't know whether he's tried any further. He's looking to be more of an examiner for CW than anything else. Obviously, he can do them all, but more for CW. Wade.
Yeah, QSL. Yeah, that would be good to have that. Somebody with that sort of a specialty or a preference. Let's see. I have to fix my mic protocol here and make sure I'm always talking into it. But let's see. You know what? As I recall now, you just reminded me that they make it fillable. But more than that, what they make it is there's a field there that you're supposed to, you can't see my air quotes, but you're supposed to sign. And it really means you click on it and then you just tell them that you've signed it, and it does some sort of cryptographic field fill in for you. I think that's maybe what's going on there, and so I wonder then if their process is going to require it, he may have to find an old version or find somebody with an old version to go through the process. It's a real pain. I remember I had to find. I happen to have a lot of access to old computers at work, and so I ended up finding one that would work for me. But I remember it being a pain. So yeah, I don't envy him having to go through it. But now that I'm thinking about it, I think that the reason they do it is there's some form of click here to sign that they've built into it, and maybe that's why they need the true Adobe. It's just annoying. That's all. Back to you.
It's probably something they should look at to update, but who knows when or where or whenever. But I forget. Dave, VA3CP, VE3LBI. How long has Bill been how long has Bill been doing CW, VE3MRX? Oh, probably at least 10 years, I would think. Yeah, so there you go, Wade. So he's quite proficient in the CW. I actually watched him last night, and he was just sitting there, and
Still working on that. Still got to get to a place where I feel comfortable with it. So it's an ongoing thing. I wonder. I don't know whereabouts he is, but I wonder if one of us, like I could show up. Do I have it on my laptop? I'll find out where I have it. I mean, in an electronic world, you shouldn't have to do any of this. But if he's close by, one of us who has it, we could probably work out that he fills it out with us if we've got one. I'll have to find out which laptop it was that I actually ended up using with the right old version of Acrobat on it. But I guess what I do is I would try the route of print out a new copy that maybe strips out the click here and the fill out fields and see if they'll accept it if he just fills it in and then scans it back to them. Otherwise, maybe if he can't locate an old copy, maybe there's somebody he knows who has a copy that they sit with him and do it. I don't know. Shouldn't be necessary, all these hoops, but here we are.
He should be with us on the 22nd of March.
That's good. Maybe then, okay, so I will put some effort into finding a laptop that has it, unless somebody else already knows they've got one, and I'll bring it with me to that day. If he doesn't get it before then, maybe we'll be able to handle that then. Thanks, that might work.
Hey, CCP. Yeah, go ahead, Dave. You want to give me the form? I'm going to see Bill next week, probably. I think I have a copy still in my download area. I'll check and see. If not, I'll pull it again. I've got the spot where to get it from. Actually, no, I do have it because I sent it to Wade. Yeah, I've been trying to look around to see where you downloaded from, and I haven't found it yet. Okay. And Wade, if you need a hand with CW testing, shout.
Well, maybe even download the form. So I had to have Larry download it and then email it to me. It's a weird system, but that's what we got.
All right, we doubled a bit. I said, if you need help with CW testing, let me know if I'm allowed.
So was that back to me, Dave? VA3MW?
Yes, go ahead, Wade.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, that sounds good. I think it is. You're allowed to use computer aids to do it. What my concern is that I kind of feel that even if I use aids to help me, and what I mean by that is I suppose people and or electronic aids, I find that I would hate to feel that I gave somebody a test and that I messed up their experience that way. So that's my hesitation until I'm better at it. But a person would be a much better partner for doing that. So I appreciate it. If between Bill and me with help, I'd be happy to do some.
Yeah, okay, no problem. CCP.
VA3MW, one more comment.
Yeah, I just brought the form up in front of me, Wade, VA3MW, VE3LBI. It's actually in a PDF format already, but I do have a copy of it here. I will forward it to Dave. You'll have to open it probably, Dave, with ZOE, and then you can print it off. The only thing is the application comes back and it says, the accredible amateur exam application form is secured. I'm not exactly sure what that means or why, and it says basically, when you get it, if you can open it up, you'll see it's almost like it's a field it tells you or highlighted you have to actually fill in. Is it a fillable online form? Absolutely, yes. Yes, you can go and you can click on it. Matter of fact, I'm sitting on the form right now. Yeah, you can do. Yeah, you can actually click on those actual spots. If you want to be a new examiner, are you new or going to renew? You want it in English or French and all the rest of it. And it's actually interactive.
Yeah, what they end up doing with you though, that's what they mean by secure, is that you'll notice there's a signature field, and if you click on it, you can't actually put a signature in. It just tells you they're going to digitally sign it. That's the part that I recalled there when we were chatting. I think that's why they're sticking you to the old original Adobe. I don't think that the new ones can do the cryptographic features. I'm not sure about that, but now that you remind me there, that's exactly what they mean by secure form, and I'm using air quotes, but you can't see me.
send it to you, Dave, and then you can go from there. I don't know, with any luck, maybe he's had the opportunity to be able to open it up, talk to him on coming up next Thursday, and see if he had the opportunity. Like I said, I sent him the link to the older versions of Adobe.
All right, send me the form and I'll see if I can open it. The Macs are usually pretty good for opening up just about anything in preview.
Yes, I am. Send it to me as well.
What, do you want a copy of it too, Mac?
Yes, and I got the joke. Apple computers, whatever they are. I've got all kinds of tricks of the trade working with Adobe, so fire it over to me as well.
Yeah, okay, no problem. Like I said, I can open it fine. I just had it open here and looked at it and see how it's interactive. So, okay, anything else about that, or like I said, we may hear from Bill. I haven't heard anything back from the email I sent him, but maybe we'll talk to him on Thursday and see if he had any luck.
No, but a quick follow-up to the CW class. I could see, even though I was a little bit, let's say, incapacitated for Thursday night, but I could see in the facial expressions for various operators how they were either comfortable or out of their comfort zone as they were using CW. So between Chris, Scott, and Bill, and some of the other people, you can see the facial contortions. It was quite interesting. Anyways, that was just a quick observation there, Larry. Back to you.
Yeah, that's true. I know the one fella was having a heck of a time with his audio. I'm not sure what the problem was, but it was, I could barely hear him.
Or could I?
Yeah, Ken always has really, really low audio for everything. And I got to say, unfortunately, Dave, I'm not sure what happened to yours, because yours is usually pretty crisp, but it was like suppressed. What was this? Somebody said it was oh goodness gracious. Anyways, the noise coming out of your system as you were keying, it changed. It was kind of unfortunately dynamic, and it sounded like a calliope. Yeah, that's it.
I think if everybody isn't muted, other than the two people that are exchanging stuff, you end up with sort of a feedback thing, and it does strange stuff. Anyway, I noticed that Bill sometimes was the third person that was not muted, or third person that had their microphone open. So I don't know. He said once when he muted himself, it cleared things up. So anyway, carry on. The 83CP, back to you, Larry.
Okay, and by the way, gentlemen, that file's been sent. Wade already has it, so I sent it off to you yourself and back there. Okay, let's see if there's a shout out here. Look if anybody else is interested in joining tonight. My call sign, Victor Echo 3, Lima, Bravo, India. Anybody else to join the net tonight? VE3LBI, come on in.
No attachment, Larry.
Oh, sorry, say again?
There's no attachment, or is there supposed to use the link?
There should be an attachment, PDF.
Oh, I found it. It was hidden. Okay.
Okay, no problem. All right, again, anybody else want to join the net tonight? VE3LBI, come on in. Okay, anybody else got anything else to add to the net tonight before we do a 7-3 round?
VA3IMW, come on.
Yep, go ahead, Mac.
For the people who might plan to attend our March 22nd group activation, is there any interest in working 11 bands?
the merrier.
Yeah, go ahead, Wade.
Yeah, I'd say I'd duplicate the more the merrier. I will work whatever the radio's tuned to, but I don't have a burning need to do the 11 bands. Have both activator and hunter, obviously, as most do, but some don't. So if there are people there who still need it, I'm happy to help them on their way. So yeah, I'm easy. Back to you.
All right. So I will plan on bringing my 80 meter long wire and all the rest of the bits and pieces and peripherals. And since VE3MRX is going to be there, we may even want to delve into some CW type stuff just for fun. But we'll see how that goes. And I'm not sure how that would go in a group environment, but we're going to be flexible. Anyways, I'm really looking forward to the spring equinox and the activation following that on the first full day of spring. All right. Thanks for that. And I'll turn it back to you, Larry.
Adding CW, you could add 12 bands with 30.
Yep, okay, thanks, Mac. All right, anything else before I do a 7-3 round? All right, let's see if Garnett's still with us. VE3GMP, VE3LBI, just doing a 7-3 round, Garnett.
Yeah, VE3GMP. Yeah, it's 73 Larry, name Road Net. Good night tonight, Larry. We'll talk tomorrow.
Yep, okay, thanks, Garnett. Okay, Wade, you're up. VE3NCA, VE3LBI.
VE3LBI, VA3MCA, yeah, good night as always. Thanks for doing it there, Larry. And yeah, 7-3 to everybody, and talk to you down the net schedule. VA3MCA, back to you.
Yep, okay, thanks. VA3WPG, Chris, just doing a 7-3 round.
All right, VA3WPG, 73 to everybody. Have a good evening, and we'll catch you on the next net.
Okay, thanks, Chris. And VA3 CKZ, VE3LBI, Chris, doing a 7-3 round. Chris is not there. VA3CP, VE3LBI, 7-3 round.
All right, Larry, VA3CP, I'm able to open up that document. All right, VA3LBI, VA3CP, 73 all.
Yeah, maybe what you can do, have you got it on a laptop, Dave?
No, I could just give the form to Bill if he wants. No, I guess he has to mail it in email, doesn't he?
That's what I was thinking. If you had it on your laptop, you could use a laptop, you could fill it in and send it in.
Yeah, let me talk to him this week coming up. I got to meet Mike MK actually this week on Sunday, so I'll talk to Bill right after that.
Okay, no problem. Maybe he was able to open with the stuff I said. Anyways, okay, very good. Al, VA3PT, VE3LBI, doing a 7-3 round, Al.
Yep, good night there, Larry. Thanks for doing it. Thanks for being there. 7-3 and good night, everybody. VA3BT.
Okay, thanks, Al. VA3MW, VE3LBI, Max, 7-3.
7-3, Larry. Good night. And I'll be monitoring for a bit.
Okay, thank you. VA3NFT, VE3LBI, doing a 7-3 round, Steve.
Yep, okay, 7-3 everyone. And yep, thanks for doing the net there, Larry. VA3 NFC.
Okay, thanks, Steve. Tom, VE3MQ, VE3LBI, just doing a 7-3 round, Tom. Okay, I'm not sure if Noel's still on there, but anyway, he's doing a 7-3 round, Noel. And I think Vernon's gone. We'll try him. VA3 CRF, VE3LBI. Vernon, we're doing a 7-3 if you're there. Okay, guys, I put a bow on it. Thanks so much for joining in tonight. Appreciate it. Again, like I say, you guys make the net. I just take down the phone numbers and yeah, right. I take down the your call signs and your names. You guys make the net by putting the conversation in there. Anyways, thank Terry VE3I2L for the use as a repeater. And my call sign, Victor Echo 3, Lima Bravo India. I will turn the repeater back to it.